The hype is finally over, and Kimetsu no Yaiba has finally returned. After a 2-year break from the first season and several months after Mugen Train, we finally are embarking on the second season of Demon Slayer. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Holographic, and today we're going to be covering Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 1. Unlike previous animes I've covered in the past, I've fully read through the entire Demon Slayer manga. But still, I'm very excited to see how the anime will adapt the source material once we make it to the Entertainment District in December. It's also important to note that this particular episode is an anime original, so even for us manga readers, it's something new to experience along with all of you anime onlys. The first 7 episodes of this second season will be the Mugen Train arc, featuring the cast from the movie. However, this first episode was a special installment which followed the flame hashira, Kyojuro Rengoku, and his path prior to the Mugen Train movie. Even when I was first reading through the Demon Slayer manga, Rengoku was a character I always took interest in. Of course, being one of the hashira, he is a very powerful warrior amongst the Demon Slayer ranks. Each hashira has their own personality, and Rengoku quite literally embodies the breathing style he commands in combat. From the first moment we meet Rengoku, he seems like a charismatic, outgoing, and overall positive dude. Someone you could entirely rely on through thick and thin. Though he isn't really prevalent throughout the first season of Demon Slayer, both Mugen Train and this flashback episode really highlighted who he is as a character. No matter how daunting the task or how insurmountable the mission, Rengoku always puts others before himself. He is a selfless individual who will stop at nothing to protect the safety of others and ensure no further injury falls onto the innocent at the hands of other demons. Underneath his stunning speed and strength, he's also very kind to other slayers he interacts with as well. Unlike characters who appear much more cold, such as Muichiro or Sanemi, Rengoku doesn't mind treating everyone around him as his equal. It was also very refreshing to see Rengoku at the start of this episode just relaxing and having a good time, especially as viewers knowing what he had to face in the future. Ironically enough, I found the entire battle he had with the slasher demon to be completely comical. From the start, Rengoku already had the upper hand, easily disarming the demon and saving the people at the maintenance station. Although this particular episode built the slasher up as some sort of big foe, his immense speed was nothing for Rengoku to match. This episode only backs up what we witnessed in Mugen Train, being Rengoku's immense fighting prowess. The episode also showcased Rengoku's wit too. Despite being a literal tank in combat, he's also very smart and tactical when it comes to thinking on his feet or developing plans on the fly. It's also important to note how all the hashira in some way, shape, or form respect Rengoku as a character. For all of you anime-only viewers, even characters you barely are acquainted with, such as Uzui, Sanemi, Gyome, or Muichiro, even they show some form of camaraderie with the Flame Hashira. Out of this entire episode, the one highlight is actually near the end for me, the scene in which we get a flashback to the previous Flame Hashira being Rengoku's father. It shows just how splendid of a job Rengoku did in following his father's footsteps and how much effort he's put in becoming a Demon Slayer himself. He is the literal spitting image of his father, and it is also a nice form of symbolism of Rengoku's father passing the flame on to him when his time was over. It was very nice to see. Fuku's grandmother's gratitude to Rengoku also shows how important people like Demon Slayers are to normal civilians like her. As for the presentation of this episode, there's nothing for me to really complain about. The shot composition, the animation, the musical score, everything about this episode was a breath of fresh air after a long hiatus from anime for me personally. As always, Ufotable never misses with their stunning work, and I'm looking forward to future installments to come. As much as I like to dive into Mugen Train, considering I've not made a Demon Slayer video since my Shinobu one, I feel it better to discuss things in an episodic format as the recap episodes release in the coming weeks. If you also like to see me talk about Demon Slayer in real time, I'll be joining C Tactics and Everything Animated every Sunday, so practically today, at 8 PM EST to discuss the episode that currently released that week. As always, I'm hyped to continue covering Demon Slayer, and I want to know from all of you, what was your favorite part of this episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, it's good to be back, and I look forward to the next installment of Demon Slayer. Thank you all for joining me. Once again, my name is Holographic, and I will see you all in the next video. Jane.